Sylvia, and today I'll be doing a tag that I've wanted to do for months, but I put the pro in procrastination and I was tagged in February. It is August. Anyway, this is the Growin Up Book Tag by Emily from her wonderful channel, Possibly Literate. I adore her channel. I genuinely adore her channel, and I'm going to link it in the description. She just hit 2,000 subscribers, by the way. This is a super fun tag about growing up and getting old, and let's get started. The first question is preschool. It's okay to admit it, you're just in it for the pictures. What is your favorite illustrated book? For this one, I'm going to have to go with some just very classic, popular children's books. The first one is going to be The Very Hungry Caterpillar. I'm sure, as so many other people, I adore that book, and the pictures, the way they look, the way the caterpillar looks, like, I love that one so much. And I also love the one with the fish, the rainbow fish. I have actually come to really dislike the message in this story. I know that sounds odd. In the end, the fish gives up all of its scales except like one, so it looks just like everyone else, and I don't like that message at all. The fish was unique and everyone else was just meanies. Another illustrated book I love, well, I can't believe I haven't mentioned it, A Monster Calls obviously is incredible, but there's also this book called A Bad Case of Stripes. It's this girl who is sick but like with colors, that's always been another favorite book of mine. And I was going to mention this book as well. This is a favorite children's book of mine, The Stinky Cheese Man and Fairly Stupid Tales, but honestly the pictures actually creeped me out as a child. Like this color scheme that was going on, like I just was not here for the pictures. Number 2 is kindergarten nap time. What's a book that has put you to sleep? I remember struggling so hard to finish Looking for Alaska by John Green. I know people love this book. I found it so boring. Number 3, elementary school recess and story time and jungle gyms. So much fun. What's a book or series that was just plain fun? Yet another book that I know I talk about all the time is Ready Player One by Ernest Cline. This is just exactly what the question says, so much fun. And there's so many references to just beloved stuff in pop culture, and there's a certain character, a certain thing that comes up in the climax that I have an obsession with too, and I love this book. Number 4 is middle school, the awkward and embarrassing years. That is absolutely correct, by the way. What's a book or series that you're embarrassed to have been a huge fan of? I wouldn't say that I've been embarrassed to have read any books that I have. I know the big one that people might mention is Twilight. I remember that was like the big thing for me in 6th and 7th grade. Everyone was reading those books because that's also when the movies were coming out. And I read them pretty fast. I remember enjoying them. I really don't remember much about the books at all. Like they were so long ago that I read them, but I remember enjoying them. If there's anything I'm ashamed of reading, it's gonna be like certain fan fictions. Number 5 is high school. I'm looking at my computer, by the way. The popular girl, the jock, the nerd, the loner. These are all stereotypes, but people are more than they appear. Who is a character that you initially wrote off as a trope or stereotype but grew to love? My answer to this question maybe isn't a good answer because the point of his character in the book, I think, was to show that he was more than his stereotype, but in Since You've Been Gone, Frank Porter was definitely more than their initial stereotype by everyone else, and I love that character. Number 6, college. Out on your own, forging your own path, making your own schedule. What is your favorite coming-of-age story? Is The Outsiders by S.E. Hinton. I first read this as like required reading for English, and then last year I reread this book and I fell in love with it again. I just really love this little story. And the last question, number 7, is adulthood. Taxes and retirement accounts and car payments, oh my. All depressing, but you still have a sense that the world is your oyster. What is a book that's pretty depressing but also has a sense of optimism to it? The Wonder by R.G. Palacio. I don't think this book is depressing. It's not made to be depressing. It has a wonderful message about kindness and how you should treat others, but it was sad for me to read the way people like our main character get treated. Like that is frustrating, and it is hard to get through, but I love the message that comes from it. So that's it for the Growin Up Book Tag. Speaking of like growing up and childhood, A Goofy Movie is one of my favorite movies from my childhood ever. It's so underrated and it does not get enough appreciation. So that was the Growin Up Book Tag. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in another video. Bye. Bye.